Howdy everyone, it's Montana Air Gunner here again, and on this video we're gonna have a look how to make the Hatsan Flash stock more rigid, and that's meaning glass bedding and bedding the action, so stay tuned. Okay, so I have the new Hatsan Flash wood action here, which is all brand spanking new. I've only shot maybe like few hundred rounds with it. And then I have the normal synthetic flash action, which is the same, and I've measured them with precise calipers. They should be up to snuff. So what we can do next is we can just continue on, working on the action. So what we are going to do next is we're gonna do a little bit of a contact surface here and carve out a little bit of the wood, so we have a nice and even contact surface for the compound to sit in. And yeah, that should be pretty much the next step on the game. Okay, so now we got everything pretty much set out here. We have the action is nicely now divoted from the inside, so we can get the glass bedding all nicely done. And we have filled out everything with, this stuff, which is kind of like molding clay. And now the next thing would be that we will tape everything up here, clean it a little bit, and then we can start on to mix some glass bedding. Okay, so now we have nicely finished up the inside. As you can see, I've done a little bit of grooving here, so everything should get a nice adhesion. And now we got the action here with the action screw. We have some case lube, and we're gonna give a little coating to them, and so that they won't be all of a sudden, sticking. So what we have already done is give it a little twirl. Just a nice little coating. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, there you have it. Let's just let it dry for a bit, and we should be able to then start to put some Acraglass Gel, the resin, the hardener. Gonna mix them up in a cup. Got a little spoon and a measuring cup, so yeah. Alrighty, so time to start mixing up the resin. So what we are gonna do here is a 50-50 mixing ratio. Let's just see. Let's not try to make a huge mess out of this. So okay, so that's about a cup worth of. I just put it in here. clean it up in meanwhile. So that we don't get this one all gunked up, so we can use it again in the near future for our hunting rifle. That should be coming up in a bit. Actual firearm. So that one goes there. So here you see the finished result, and yeah, I had a writing error on my GoPro, so the actual bedding of the action to the stock, I couldn't get it. But in a short recap, what I did is I built up the surface with a wooden stick, or you know, an ice cream stick or something. It's very gel like putty that the Acraglass Gel that you put in there. And what I did on the back of the stock, I built it up gradually on the corners, and I knew the exact height what it needs to be because I had checked it previously, and little goes a long way, but on the back you have to use a little bit more in order to have those pillars. And yeah, after I gradually built the gel up, I set the action down, and the most important thing here is to clean the action very thoroughly. If anything like comes over the edges, or if by accident something goes inside the action, remember to clean it immediately after you press the actual action to the stock, because otherwise if it goes inside the action, it's really difficult to get it out, and you might ruin the actual action and the stock, because then it's really hard to get it off. But yeah, this is a small recap of the whole thing. Unluckily we couldn't see it firsthand how I did it, but yeah, after the recap, let's head on backwards. Alright, so now we got everything cleaned up from the action. We saw that, we did as best as we could, and it's gonna take about 10 hours for the Acraglass to get a little bit harder. So after the 10 hours we can take the action off from the stock and have a little bit of a surgical knife and do, the last clean up really. And after that we'll put the action back to the stock, just gently tighten it again and let it rest then after that for the next 12 hours. So see you first in 10 hours. Okay, so now we've had this gun on the stock for 24 hours, and yesterday evening I tried to get it off from the stock. I was unsuccessful because I had the screw loosened a little bit, and I tried to hammer it down, and nothing happened. And during the evening I realized that this screw actually had the glass bedding around it, so it didn't transfer the force into this action when I tried to hammer it off. So what I did, I totally took the screw off, and what it only needs is a little bit of a lever. So I put the barrel on this and it just cracked away. So as you can see, most of the putty stayed on the stock. I'll show it in a bit. Let's see. So as you can see here on the back, we have the putty that stayed there, and also here on the front, and we have those hole marks that stayed also with the glass bedding. And as you can see, it's pretty nice, the glass bedding on this one. So maybe I'll just show it like this. It is pretty nice. We got to build the back part on the action now properly, where the back of the action will be resting. And next on the menu, what we're gonna do, so we have a set of chisels and we're gonna clean this up. So yeah, let's have a crack at it. There we go, starting to look really nice already. So let's take the back tang off. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's try to do this one first. Okay, so let's do a dry fitting. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a hang up there. I think we'll have to chisel it away. Go. Okay, let's see something. Okay, so let's see now. How does this do? So it's hanging up. Let's see what's the reason behind it is. Oh yeah, there you can see where it's hanging up. So we gotta make a little bit room there on the trigger assembly. It's not getting through. Yeah. Okay. So the front should be pretty okay. Just look like it's all nice and even. And now we can concentrate on the bigger things here. Okay, so let's have a look. That should be enough. We are getting pretty close. This is looking nice. Yes, very nice indeed. So now we got it all nicely fitted there. Everything is seeming that it's coming together. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Whew. Ugh. It's tight. Tight, tight, tight. That's good. So let's clean it up a little bit from this side. See if we can get the whole thing. That'd be nice. Oh, that starts to look pretty nice. We got all the clay from here now, and now I just have to do the finishing touches. So. Okay, should be pretty good. Yes. Starting to look really nice. Functional check. Yep. Starting to look really nice. And then functionally check. Everything seems to be working. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. So there you have it now. We have the action cleaned. We pre-checked that the action is functioning correctly. And let's have a look what we have here. So we got the full nice bedded channel here. There is marks where there needs to be when the other side of the action is fitting in there. So you can see that it has a pair, so to say. And on the back we can see that there's now posts so that the action can be resting there nicely. And I'm still thinking that whether should I have filled this part on the back for the action. I think it would need another set of glass bedding to be mixed and check that, you know, everything is correctly, and quite a lot of new putty work would need to be done. But regardless, I think that might be a good idea. Let's see what I do in the future. So yeah, there you have it. The sides are nice and glass-like fitting. The back is with the pillars now and all nice glass-like fitting. We've cleaned the action, and now the last thing to do is actually to put everything together on the action and put it into the stock. So that's gonna be next. Okay, so here you can see the finished result in all of its beauty. This project has been taking me a long time to get to the finish line from the beginning, around a year. And the reason for that was that previously I had the synthetic stock, and before the competition season I noticed that I outshot the action already, so I needed to get a newer one. And around 20 to 25,000 rounds that I put through the previous action. But I have everything else just as it was, the barrel, the air tube, scope and everything. And yeah, I've been really happy with it. And this particular project took me quite a long time to finish up, and there were some technical difficulties on the way, like the writing error on the GoPro. But overall I would say that the accuracy has increased quite significantly from the previous, and especially now when I have the FX's barrel tuner on this barrel, I've really gotten dialed in the groups and the accuracy. And at the moment what I'm using with this Walther Lothar polygonal 30-inch barrel is the JSB's 25 grain redesigns, and I'm shooting them at this moment at 930 feet per second. It's shown to be extremely accurate with that particular pellet, and also the 18 grainers from JSB or FX are really good, and also the H&N's 21 grainers. But more on those testings at a later date. At the moment I've been setting this up for the 25 grainers. Hopefully in the future I will be having more videos coming up about testing with different ammo and stuff. And as you can see, the whole setup is extremely beautiful looking. I'm very happy with it. The accuracy is superb for, you know, under $1,000 gun or under $1,000 PCP. And I hope you've gotten some good valuable information out of this video, especially what comes to the Acraglass Gel and how to bed the action to the stock with that one, glass bedded. It's been a little bit long. I really do appreciate you watching for all the way up to the end. And if you have gotten some good valuable information out of this video, please consider subscribing, ringing the notification bell, and leaving a comment and like. It really does help out. And as always, thanks for watching the video. I highly appreciate it, and I hope everybody's being safe and staying healthy under these circumstances. See you on the next one.